Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and X-Men Red, issue number 8. Love these covers, man. These are great covers. So let's see who made this cover and all the other parts of this comic book too. This is X-Men Red, The Hate Machine, Part 8, Global Hatred. So, writer is Tom Taylor. Carmen, oh geez, here we go. Carmen Carnero is the artist. Rain Barreto is the color artist, and VC's Corey Petit is the letterer. Jenny Frison did this main cover, which I love, and there's a headshot variant cover by Travis Charest and Tamara Bonvillain, and also the Cosmic Ghost Rider verses by Jamal Campbell. So, X-Men created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. You know, that's kind of important. So, 9 X-Men on this team, man. That's a big team. And somehow every one of them got their fair share of action in this, with there being this huge overarching story. How do we do this, dude? We see these two news reporters, and the one level-headed one, who's not the... what the heck is that dude from Fox? Can't remember his name right now. I know his name. The guy with the perfectly round jack-o'-lantern looking head. Like his head just looks like a pumpkin. I just want to put a candle right up on top and see if his eyes glow. But yeah, that guy. This guy who acts just like him. He just, wow, man. Like they finally shut him up. That was awesome, man. So we got these Sentinites that Cassandra Nova is ready to deploy to certain parts of the world. And you got to figure with nanites. Jean Grey, the dumbest part of this comic book, if you could even call it that, was Jean Grey thinking there were going to be hundreds of these things. No, of course there would be an untold zettabillions. You know what I'm saying? There's just no way that that would not be the case. So I thought that was kind of silly on Jean's part, but you know, she's been dead for most of her life. Yes, I know that's an oxymoron. So I'll let it slide. She's putting this team together, and everybody's getting a part in this. There was no physical action. There was no punching in the face in this comic book. Very hard to get away with a comic book, and I'll bet you nobody even noticed that. I bet you everybody who read this comic book and who is checking out this review afterwards probably didn't even notice that until I said something, right? What do you call it? These X-Men, they're down there in Cerebro, and they're trying to figure out a way to get Salt a whole bunch of the X-Men together in order to destroy these Centibites. And they have to go through several itinerations to figure it out. At one point, Jean is compromised. Yes, Cassandra Nova is a powerful AF telepath, and it's shown here because she gets compromised, Jean Grey. And Storm realizes it, and Storm is a leader in her own right. She's got, like, Jean Grey's got nothing on Storm. Storm's got nothing on Jean Grey. They're both their own separate leaders with their own separate ways of doing things. And damn it, I love seeing these two working, not necessarily against each other, but independently of each other. It's a beautiful, beautiful freaking thing. And Storm goes and she's going to handle Bitness. This is like literally the only action in the entire book. And man, Storm is just drawn so beautifully right here. This is beautiful art right here. This isn't quite like Jack Kirby, but I will say that this shows a level of action. See, it was probably bad that I even compared it to Jack Kirby, but it's like it doesn't look... I don't know how to put this. It looks perfectly perfect, all right? Facial expressions in this comic book, not the greatest, but very few artists are really capable of good facial expressions. But like this guy right here, this gal right here, this image, this actually looks really beautiful because you got to take into account not just the foreground, but the background also. You know, everything about this image, I love it. And the panel design, all right? This is a beautiful panel, a beautiful image inside of a great page on an awesome comic book. I really dug that. Everything about that. That is just really well done. Damn it, that is really well done. So, Cassandra Nova gets hers, but she doesn't actually get killed. And therefore, Trinary, I think that's her name. Trinary actually has a really great moment in here. And it's a really great, this is also a really great page. Go and buy the book to see that. Really brilliant page. More than that, what she does is she has a really cool moment for her powers. She has a really great moment. I loved this. The power that she used, more than just the power, how she chose to channel that power, taking all the bullying, all the hate mail, all the negative comments, the online bullying, everything, and all these terrible things that she's seen when she downloaded the internet, so to speak, and then redirecting it. All those negative thoughts, all right? That was actually really cool. That was a great non-action moment, It's like the idea of okay, this is going to be a weird comparison also, but you remember Sandman? What was it? Was the second issue, third issue? I can't remember which issue it was. Of the Sandman under Neil Gaiman, when he started writing for this Morpheus character, and he had Sandman and the Devil going at it with each other, and they were just talking about concepts and seeing who could trump the other. And I thought that was a great idea. And it was an amazing moment with zero action, but it resonated. I'm going to compare this to that without saying it's better, because it's not. But this was a really great way of doing that, and it instantly reminded me of that moment. And that right there says a lot. So it's in the same conversation, all right? I'm not saying it's better. Again, it's not, but it's in the same conversation. That was really good. I did have a little bit of an issue with the idea that I feel like it could have been better resonated, because the next two panels showed Cerebro and this power going up, and all of a sudden it just stopped. And it's like, felt underwhelming. That was literally the only word that just, pounded in my head was, it's underwhelming. But we did have Honey Badger afterwards going, "Oh, that sounded like a really cool thing while I was unconscious. Could you put it in my head?" And Jean's like, yeah, we can. See, I've mentioned it before. I've never read the all-new Wolverine title. I've never read them. I think there was one issue that I read, and I put that review up if I did. But yeah, this, so I never got the idea of how cool Honey Badger was. But man, I get it with this comic book, because even though this is a group comic book where there's 9 freaking members in there, you're never going to get one character who's going to shine above the others. At least you shouldn't. If you do, something's being done wrong. Something's being done wrong. You could do one issue like that, but you can't do a whole bunch of issues like that. That's unacceptable, because now the rest of the team, where are they? We haven't even seen Namor in this issue, Where's Namor? I need more. But Honey Badger's relationship with Jean really endears me to Honey Badger. So there's that. I really dig the way that the characters are treated in this comic book, in this title, I should say. X-Men Red, dude, it is one hell of a comic book. And hope that you're not just looking at the reviews without actually reading the comic. Go out and grab that thing, man. Go out and buy that. It's a good comic book. And this is one of the reasons why. Cassandra Nova is not dead. And what she's going to be doing, oh, she is evil, dude. Oh, she is evil. What she's going to be doing now, dude, what a bee. What a bee. Anyway, this is the next issue. And it's looking pretty good, man. I love these covers, like I said. All right, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.